Good morning and thanks for joining us. We're about to bring you a live press conference at the Troutdale Police Department.
This involves that deadly shooting at Reynolds High School yesterday. 2 people dead, a teacher injured. The officials have just walked up to the podium right now, and we want to take a listen in.
Good morning. I'm Lieutenant Steve Alexander, Public Information Officer for the Multnomah County Sheriff's Office. I'm part of a team of PIOs that have been assisting the Troutdale Police Department with their PIO duties during this incident. Moving forward, Sergeant Carrie Kerr with the Troutdale Police Department will become the primary PIO after this briefing. So you'll need to direct media inquiries to Sergeant Kerr, and we have contact information we'll provide after the briefing. We'll start this morning with Chief Scott Anderson with the Troutdale Police Department. After that, Linda Florence, Superintendent of the Reynolds School District, will have some comments, and then Doug Doust, Mayor of the City of Troutdale. Following that, Sergeant Carrie Kerr will provide some additional resource information and tip lines, and again, will be the primary PIO moving forward from today. Chief.
Hello, my name is Scott Anderson. I'm the chief here in Troutdale. To update the investigation, the Oregon State Medical Examiner's Office completed the autopsy this morning on the shooter and has positively identified him as 15-year-old Jared Michael Paget. He was a freshman at Reynolds High School. He arrived at the school yesterday morning on a school bus carrying a guitar case and a duffel bag. He entered the boys' locker room in the building that housed the gymnasium. He spent a period of time in the locker room, and during that time, he murdered a fellow student. We have not established any link between the shooter and the victim. Teacher Todd Rispler encountered the shooter in the locker room. He was fleeing. Mr. Rispler was shot once, suffering a grazing wound to his hip. Mr. Rispler made his way to the office where he was able to notify the administration and then immediately initiated the lockdown. As the shooter was moving through the main hallway, he encountered officers who were starting to enter from 2 separate hallways. At that time, he moved into a small restroom. We know there was an exchange of gunfire between one of the first responding officers and the shooter. Based on the autopsy this morning, we do know that the shooter died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The shooter used an AR-15 type rifle in the attack and carried, but did not use, a semi-automatic handgun. Investigators have also recovered 9 loaded magazines with the capability of holding several hundred rounds. The shooter also had a large knife. He was wearing a non-ballistic vest used for carrying ammunition and other items. He was also wearing a multi-sport helmet with a camouflage design. The shooter obtained the weapons from his family home. The weapons had been secured, but he defeated the security measures. At this time, it would be inappropriate to discuss a possible motive for the murder. I cannot emphasize enough the role that Mr. Rispler and the responding officers played in saving many, many lives yesterday. Given the weapons and the amount of ammunition that the shooter was carrying, the early notification and the initial law enforcement response were critical. Every one of the teachers and students in that school did the exact right thing in a very difficult situation. Sometimes it may be difficult to understand why we, law enforcement, and the schools collectively do the planning and lockdown drills that we do. But yesterday, it worked. To the parents, we understand that there is no greater fear than knowing that your child may be in danger and you can't get to them. We know that some of you had to wait, sometimes several hours, to reunite with them. It was our priority, and that of the school, to get the kids out and get them back to you safely. We appreciate your understanding that it was a process that took some time. The support you provided to us and to your children was phenomenal. We know that parents, students, and staff are still dealing with the impact of this incident. The mental health resources are available again today, and I would encourage you to take advantage of them at the schools and at Mount Hood Community College. We will have more information about that in a few minutes. Now I'd like to introduce Linda Florence, Superintendent of the school district.
I want to express my condolences to the families grieving the loss of their child. My sincere thoughts are with them during this very, very difficult time. I want to thank the tremendous efforts of the Reynolds High School staff and the students for their effective handling of yesterday's shooting. The staff was effective in implementing a school lockdown quickly and in a matter of seconds. Todd Rispler made his way to the office to alert staff to the emergency, initiating the lockdown even after being wounded by the shooter. We thank you so much, Todd. The staff were great role models for our students. They maintained decorum and proceeded in a calm, orderly, caring manner. Students helped one another and were cooperative in following all instructions during reunification. For some students, this meant waiting for several hours, and for our parents, waiting several hours for their students. I want especially to thank our police officers and deputies, our school resource officers from Troutdale Police Department for being on the scene and there first. To all our local, county, state, and federal police departments and agencies for responding so quickly and isolating the threat. The Multnomah County Emergency Response Team did an amazing job of managing, coordinating, and mobilizing law enforcement and community service responses. Officers responded from throughout the region, and I am very grateful for that immediate support. I have no doubt in my mind that their rapid action saved multiple lives. Reynolds High School is a safe environment for our students. We have 2 uniformed school resource officers from Troutdale who are on site every day, along with 5 campus management personnel. We have a robust security system in our schools. In addition, we have regular safety training, drills, safety committee meetings. The district is an active member of SARA, which is our School Emergency Response Recovery Alliance that handles emergency planning for schools in the region that includes all of our area district schools and police departments. This is an extreme event that is going to take weeks for closure. The school district is sponsoring a candlelight vigil at Reynolds High School on Tuesday, June 17th, in the practice field behind the high school. And we invite our parents and our students to attend, and anyone else who volunteered or responded during this crisis. We thank everyone for the work they did.
Good morning, I'm Doug Dowse, the mayor of Troutdale. My heart continues to go out to the family of the victim, Emilio Hoffman, and all his family. This community has expressed a lot of outpouring of care. We had 3 candlelight vigils last night. attended by hundreds, if not thousands of people. Governor John Kitzhaber was at 2 of the 3 events last night to show his support to our community. There have been 6 churches through email that have notified us that they're opening their doors specifically for families and students that want to talk, that want to have prayer for them to help them through this process. So I'm continually amazed, and through all the grief, I will have to say that I'm very proud also to be a part of this community and the amount of caring that you see. You should have seen the candles being held up high last night in the darkness. It was overwhelming. So thank you for being here and sharing this with the rest of the world.
Hello, I'm Sergeant Kerry Kerr, Troutdale Police Department. As you know, this is an active and ongoing investigation. We would like to say that anybody who witnessed the shooting or has any information to call our tip line. We have a new tip line number, 503-618-7633. Also, anybody that has videos or images that they would like to get to us, you can share those with us at our website, www.troutdale.info. There's a link on our website to email us those images. Multnomah County has established a mental health resource center at Mount Hood Community College Gymnasium. They're staffed by Multnomah County, FBI Victim Services, members of the Trauma Intervention Program, TIP, and Reynolds School District until 7 o'clock tonight. Multnomah County Mental Health Crisis Line is also available for those who would like to speak to someone. Their phone number is 503-988-4888. Thank you.
Let's go.
Well, again, this is an ongoing investigation that's going to continue for several weeks. So until the detectives are done with their investigation, we can't answer that question at this time. I think the chief made the statement that there was no connection between the two. Okay. Thank you.